the FBI actually just released a warning to U.S. retail companies about a financially motivated group. Their name is Storm 0539. And it's kind of interesting. What they're doing is they're targeting employees in gift card departments within retail organizations. And they're using some sophisticated phishing techniques and attacks. They've been doing this since the beginning of the year, since January 2024. And the goal of these attacks is to compromise employees' accounts and get access to, to generate fraudulent gift cards and actually steal sensitive data like SSH keys and passwords. And what's pretty interesting about this one is that this group Storm 0539, they're using a phishing kit which is capable of bypassing MFA. So I know we talk about having strong MFA in place is very important. And this just shows an instance where it's important to have sort of a layered approach there, which I guess we can talk about here in a bit. But so what they're doing is they're targeting these retail employees, they're targeting their personal devices, their cell phones, computers. They're gaining access, they're moving laterally, and then they're compromising, or they're going after compromised accounts from there. And so, this just kind of demonstrates the adaptability and persistence of groups like this and sort of adapting their techniques to the current environment.
So if I understand correctly, they're targeting folks in retail. So it could be employees in the actual stores, in the retail environments.
Yep.
Access to their accounts, and then work laterally to get into the area that they're actually trying to penetrate into, and that's the gift card department, or folks working or have privilege within gift card.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Correct.
So MFA, we talk about multi-factor authentication as being one of the basic requirements of what we need to do to protect our environments. This just showed that in this case, the MFA was not enough. It further supports, I think, the approach that we need to have a layered approach to security. So it's not just a single solution. You have to have layers of a solution to be able to identify and trap assailants. If I think retail, when I was a kid, I worked in a retail environment. When I was at Fujitsu, I worked in retail in the retail organization, so pretty familiar with retail. The persona is something that I've always considered, and something I think we need to continue to consider. People that you have that work in a retail environment, you've got seasonal workers, you've got part-time workers, people that hold multiple jobs, you've got different profiles of people with different levels of understanding from a technology perspective or a business perspective. Training these people, we talk about training these people is difficult. So I think in those areas, you've got to really focus hard on the solutions that surround the network access capability, because of the fact that phishing is a huge risk in that area. I also think that maybe a different solution, I know we talked about different solutions in the past, but passwordless may be more of a viable option in that type of environment. Passwordless solutions, include biometrics or access by mobile device, or a security key that's stored on a desktop. That may be the additional layer that you need to avoid a risk like that. And also segmenting what people have access to. So if you're in a retail environment, segmenting the network access that they have versus someone that's working in home office. So really providing people with the access to what they really need at that moment is absolutely key. So there are a lot of solutions out there, I think, that people could benefit from. I think of tokenized data. I think of zero trust. Those are all great solutions, I think, that mitigate a lot of this.